A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Miami Heat. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. Well, the Celtics are developing chemistry. Robert Williams says our older guys are keeping a great energy, preparing us before we even get on the court. When you've got your main players fired up and they're talking in your ear, you got to follow their lead. Kevin?
Veteran leadership, David. That's why we follow you. And you're a veteran on this crew. Great to have you with us. Thank you for the report. So here's Miami's starting group. The backcourt pair will be Lowry and Strus. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And for Boston, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5. And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Strus passes to Martin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
You know, Brett, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number one. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
And that one falls for Martin. And both free throws good for Martin. Now Smart. Brown outside. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Lowry kicks to Butler. Adebayo with a screen on Tatum. Butler finds Adebayo. Sweet little floater.
Well, that's how you execute a pick and roll. Jimmy Butler just toying with the defense and waiting for the opening.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Lowry passes to Butler. Back to Lowry. Butler sets a screen for Lowry. Rebound by Williams.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Butler against Smart. This is it to Brown. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Butler. No good on that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smart deciding where to go with it. The pass to Tatum. To the paint. Here's Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And that ties it up.
Weight room paying off, absorb the contact, and finding a way to get it done there.
Outside Butler. That one misses. Excellent D there from Williams. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
Not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
Yurtseveni's checked in for the Heat. That's a 2 from Martin. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Smart dishes to Horford. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Williams, a screen on Butler. Here's Tatum. Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Strus kicks to Lowry. Pass to Yurtseven. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Well, Lowry sees the breakdown, and then he knows the guy's going to be open. What a delivery that was.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. Outside Tatum. Over Butler. Tatum no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Now, here's Strus. He's covered by Brown.
2 minutes.
Here's the screen. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Tatum down low. Defended by Strus.
An incredible leaper at 6'8". Tatum is difficult to stop down low.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here we go, man. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Molinari comes in for Tatum. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. The Heat also changing it up. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. Hero comes in for Max Strus. And Vincent subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Butler kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Yurtseven. And here's Oladipo. Hero passes to Yurtseven. That shot misses. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Pritchard. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
The size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brogdon. Here's Horford. And the layup falls.
Yeah, now can hit a jump shot, but man, down low, he's tough.
Heat shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Vincent the pass to Yurtseven. Now Hero. And the pass to Vincent. 6 on the shot clock from downtown. They grab their own miss. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Yurtseven's got 6 points.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And here is Brogdon. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Tries from 7, and the shot is long. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Boston on top. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The 2 Williams are the 4 and the 5. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And it's Williams throwing it down. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And Brent, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
Now Tatum, after Tyler Hero's 3-pointer that didn't go. Tatum finds Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics. Lowry passes to Butler. Hero with it. Back to Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Jimmy's an interesting personality on the team. So between what the staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates, it can be a delicate balance.
This is his first free throw of the game. first one falls for him. Robinson's checked in for Tyler Hero. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Smart passes to Williams. And here's Tatum for three. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Oladipo. Three-pointer. Miami no good on that time either. Boston leading by 4. Left side, Smart. From deep. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Lowry against Smart. Outside, Robinson. Outside, Martin. 6 to shoot. Heat moving the ball around. Oladipo for 3. That one, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Tatum against Robinson. Now here's Smart. No points in the game yet for him. Shot from free throw range. Tries again. And there's the bucket as Williams finishes it off. And the Celtics lead by 6.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Floats it up for Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Lowry against Smart. Outside Williams. And here's Tatum for 3. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Butler. Back to Oladipo. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Tatum. Inside, there's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
The teacher.
So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Al Horford is checked in for Robert Williams. Gallinari comes in for Grant Williams. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And it's White in for Smart. Vincent's checked in for the Heat. Here is Lowry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Right side, Butler. Over Horford. Miami no good on that time either. Celtics leading by 9. Time now for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Miami. He told me that it's a sprained knee, and while he is in extreme pain right now, he appears to have escaped without suffering any tears. He won't be returning to the game, guys, and he may be off the court for a short period of time. Back to you, Kevin.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Max Strus is checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Kyle Lowry. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Passes to Strus. Here's the three. The rebound by Brogdon.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Tatum. Gallinari, a screen on Martin. Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Vincent. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the pass to Strus. And again, it's the Heat missing. And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. And for the Heat, they're shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Pass to Martin. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Hero against Brogdon. That misses off the backboard.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Tatum with it. Outside, White. From deep. That shot missing. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now let's check in with DA to see how Bam Adebayo is doing. David.
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. He's definitely out for the rest of tonight, and he'll probably need some recovery time beyond that. Guys, back to you.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
On the floor for Miami. Who's on the wing along with Butler. Oladipo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. Boston leading by 12. Smart passes to Horford. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. And so here is Miami. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Outside Martin. Passes it to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Lowry. Over Horford. Again, the miss by the Heat. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kyle Lowry has an incredibly sharp mind for the game of basketball, doesn't he, Brent?
Kyle thinks the game just so well out there. You drop him in any situation, and he's going to figure it out. So for any team, he's a great floor leader, and he's one of those guys that in clutch moments you know is going to come through.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Grant Williams is checked in for Boston. Richard comes in for Jason Tatum. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in for Max Strus. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Williams a screen on Lowry. 6 to shoot. Pritchard passes to Williams. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Smart. Off target with his 3. The Heat trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now Lowry. No points in the game yet for him. It's Oladipo on the wing. Beyond the arc. That shot no good. The Celtics go the other way with it. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Pritchard, now recovering. Here's Williams. And it's in off the backboard. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Good body control and great strength from Jimmy Butler, able to finish at the rim.
Pass to Brown. Williams a screen on Robinson. Brown finds Williams.
Heat foul. Caleb Martin. First personal foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for your Celtics, Grant Williams. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Gallinari, he's checked in for Williams. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's White in for Pritchard. Then for the Heat, Tyler Hero comes in for Oladipo. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Kyle Lowry. Good on both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The pass to Martin. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero passes to Martin. Back to Hero. A three-pointer is right on target. Hero's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And White kicks to Brown. Boston, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Now here's White. After Tyler Hero's miss. Clock at 6. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter. The Heat trail by 13. Here's Vincent. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Robinson misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brown outside. Offline with his three.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's White. Kicks to Brown. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. Miami grabs the miss. Robinson dishes to Butler. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And here is Brown. Gallinari right side. Over Robinson. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Now through 3/4 of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Celtics lead by 13. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Tatum in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And the basket by Horford.
And Horford outstanding at the screen there. He knows how to dive aggressively to the basket off the pick, expects the pass. That's difficult to guard.
Now here is Martin. Drops in the layup for 2.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. Pass to Tatum. Williams, a screen on Oladipo. High, arcing shot, and the layup good by Tatum.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
Outside Lowry. He dishes it to Martin. Outside Hero. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics leading by 15. Tatum passes to Smart. Back to Tatum. The dish now to Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
He is a budding prospect. I like whenever Williams shows that determination on offense, and it looks like he wants to just take over.
Now, here's Lowry. Outside, Hero. 5 to shoot. Goes up the baseline, and he hits the jump shot.
Hero can beat his opponents from all over the floor. He can get that shot off so quick.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The three from Tatum. And it's Strus with the rebound.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Martin up top. He's guarded by Williams. Martin with a screen on Brogdon. Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Robert Williams.
Hero right now working himself into a lather, staying aggressive and drawing the defense's attention.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Butler, he's checked in for Oladipo. And Hero drops them both.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Now here's Tatum to the inside. Butler with the steal. Hero against Brogdon. This is it to Lowry. To the middle. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Tatum. The shot missing. And Miami the other way now. And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season number.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 13.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunity.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Here's Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
This is just one of those nights where Jimmy Butler shows why he's a big-time player carrying the team.
Here's Tatum. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Tatum down low, defended by Strus. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Lowry up top, guarded by Smart. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watch them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Robert Williams.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Now here's Tatum. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Brogdon kicks to Williams. Here's Tatum. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Now here's Smart. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now our New Balance Player of the Game, Robert Williams.